Hi there, I'm the 5-Minute Diz Nerd. I'm like that 5-minute delivery place you always order your food from and it comes really cold and you always wonder, why? It took 5 minutes and it's already cold. And I don't know what the heck happened. Yeah, I'm like that guy. Except I'm going to give you tips, tricks, and hacks on how to save on travel this episode. So I'm not like that guy at all. So I just want to put a disclaimer at the beginning of this episode. What this is all based on is my family is a family of 3 who grocery shops usually bi-monthly on every Friday. And we usually use 2 grocery carts on every coupon day. This is kind of tip number 1, but this is crucial to the whole equation. We only spend in between $220 every 2 weeks or $110 every single week if there's coupons being released. If there's really good coupons, we up our budget a little bit more. If there isn't any coupons, then we just save our money and buy the second week. This is usually the case. So that's the disclaimer for the beginning of this episode. Please pay attention to that. This is a hacks, tips, and tricks video. So pay attention, follow along, and if you have any questions, please comment below and I will definitely help. I'll respond because I only have 3 subscribers. Yeah. So subscribe, please. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Number 6, get an American Express card. Now, once you sign up for an American Express card, and I will put another disclaimer, only do this if you can afford a credit card. If you're pinched for pennies, do not get this credit card. It's not for you, okay? But if you can afford to get a credit card, get an American Express credit card, and you'll get 2,000 air miles to start off. Then you'll use your credit card exclusively for buying your groceries. You can set up payments from your bank account to pay off your American Express every 2 weeks or every week, X amount. Make sure you know your budget for your groceries and then set it up in your bank account for those payments to be coming out to pay off your credit card bill. Very simple. If that doesn't make sense, please ask me in the comments. Anyway, so now that you have your payments set up, once you have your American Express, that's the only thing you're going to grocery shop with, and that's all you're going to use it for. This will get you at least an extra 200 to 400 air miles a month if you're using your American Express card strictly for groceries, okay? On top of that, get the Amex app. With the American Express app, there is little coupons or little sign-up deals that'll show up. And in those deals, it's called Soaring Into More. And you can find yourself an extra 800 air miles or 400 air miles, but you have to sign up quickly. So make sure you're doing that. Please do this. This is a precursor to everything that's good about air miles. Now we'll move on to tip number 5. This is very important as well. When you're collecting, you should never pay them $1 per air mile. You'll want to be under that for sure. Otherwise, you're just throwing your money out the window. Unless you really need something, then it's just kind of a bonus. You're getting some extra air miles. But I typically like to pay 50 cents or less per air mile. So if I buy something for $10, I should be getting 20 air miles. You see what I'm saying? If I spend $100, I should get 200 air miles. It doesn't always work out that way, but that should be kind of the standard, the golden rule for you. 50 cents is ideal, but if you're going to use this stuff anyway, like with toilet paper, usually they have a great deal on toilet paper once a month where you spend about $24 and you get 100 air miles. So I'll typically buy that and I just stock up on toilet paper for the month. Or they'll have cereal where you buy 5 boxes of cereal for $4.99, so it's $25. You get 100 air miles. I'll do that as well. That's 200 air miles a month I'm getting just from buying 2 items we're going to use no matter what. Now, we'll move on to number 4. Get the apps for everything. Get your apps for Amex, get your apps for Sobeys, get your apps for Airmiles. There we go. That's what I was looking for. And watch these apps all the time because they do have extra bonuses that are linked to these apps that they will not put in flyers. You're going to want to use this all the time. It's crucial to really bargaining down on your air miles. Now, if you're wondering how many air miles I earn in between 1,000 to 2,000 a month. So anywhere between, say, 12,000 to around 24,000 air miles a year. 24,000 air miles would get you from Alberta about 4.5 flights, or it would buy you like 6 or 7 Disney tickets. Okay. And tip number 3: airline tickets are cheap. So if you go to WestJet or whoever your travel provider are, and you find a really good deal, and it's like, say, $250 round trip or $350 round trip. Now, you're not going to find that too often out of Canada, but if you do, and you decide that you're going to book your flights and just save your air miles, that's fine. That's awesome, because you can actually use your air miles on their app to buy Disney World or Land tickets, and they actually give the discounts that Disney World or Land give out. So once a year, usually Disney World will offer 25% off for Canadian residents. Air Miles equates that into their equation, and you can also do that for buying with Air Miles. I think it's like 2,700 Air Miles gets you a 5-day park hopper. I think that's equivalent to $250 American. Don't quote me off the top of my head, but it is worth it if you're getting your flights for cheaper. Now, if you're a small family, you might be able to save up in a couple of years enough for flights and tickets, and there you go. You can travel all on Air Miles. Now, mind you, when you're using Air Miles for flights, you do have to pay the taxes. Number 2, when shopping, do multiple transactions. Now, this is how we do this. We will take 2 cards. My wife will take a card, and I will take a card. I have spoken with the Sobeys manager and the Safeway manager to make sure this was legit, so I wasn't stealing or being sneaky about anything. And they said that people always do this. They do multiple transactions to get the most out of their shopping experience. The one manager said to me, well, if we just let you get 100 here, you're just going to go to Safeway and get another 100 air miles with the coupon there. And I agreed with him. I was like, of course I would. Why would I spend all my money here? So he's like, so multiple transactions are allowed. So what happens is, coming Thursday night, they're going to release a coupon via the email or on their app. You can preview their flyer so you can plan your shopping accordingly. And they'll tell you if there's a coupon in that flyer. It'll say spend 100, get 100. If that's the case, you're going to want to do multiple transactions. If you're a big family and you spend $300 every 2 weeks on groceries, you're going to want to do 3 transactions and get 300 air miles. See how it starts to add up real quick? That with the toilet paper and the cereal trick, that in one shopping trip, that could be 500 air miles for you. And we haven't even talked about the golden number 1 tip. So what you're going to want to do is you just run through like normal. You pay with your Amex, give them your Air Miles card, and they'll swipe the coupon through. Now, we calculate how much is in each card. I will keep a calculator with me so I know I'm not overspending. Then I'll hand off my cards to my wife. She's calculated what's in her cart, and she goes through. And if the worst case scenario happens and there's no bonus air miles anywhere else, we're walking out with 200 air miles at least in 1 week. 200 air miles times 24 is 4,800. That's 1 paid flight to Florida from Alberta. Now, tip number 1. This is where you're going to bring in all your big air miles. Shopping on Blue Friday. Now, once a month, they have 10 times air miles, which is the first Tuesday every month, and they have a Blue Friday, which I've figured out to be usually the last Friday of the month. Now, so I save a majority of my shopping for this day because in their flyer, they'll have bulk buying. If you're spending your money and going bulk at Costco, why not go bulk at Sobeys and actually get some reward miles? You combine that with your Amex card, and next thing you know, one shopping trip, you're probably making 600-700 air miles. I usually do. So on Blue Friday, the last Friday of the month, get your email, right? Check your flyer email. You'll be able to tell what you need, what you don't. Only buy what you need, right? And then you can shop, get bulk air miles. We did this past weekend, and we got 545 air miles. There wasn't a single thing that we bought that wasn't going to be used in our day-to-day lives. And on top of that, we are on a strict keto diet to put things into perspective, right? So it's not like we're just buying a bunch of junk food or stuff like that. Me and my wife, we follow a very strict diet, so it's not like we're having to buy crap, right? I hope crap's not a swear word to all you Disney nerds. But that's my number 1 tip, guys. I will probably put out some more videos on different rewards programs like the WestJet cards. I'll actually do a top 5 reward program cards for all the Disnerds, because I know this one applies mainly to Canadians and to all my friends that I've been telling for the last 2 or 3 years that I'd make a video or write them a list on how to do this. Here you go, guys. Please like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel. I only have 3 subscribers right now, so I'd like to at least hit, I don't know, 10. 10's reasonable, I think. And it's been fun, but we're out of time, guys, so bye.